Hello, thanks for joining me for another beer review. Today I've got another beer from the Northdown Brewery out of Margate in Kent, and this is their Merry Margate. So it's classed, according to Untapped, as an English IPA, but on the can it's saying a golden pale ale. So we'll go with what it says on the can. So an English pale ale then, if you like. 3.8% ABV. It's got Admiral, First Gold, Ernest and Olicana hops. I'm butchering that up, and I've just heard it on the the playback of pronunciations. But oh well. Thanks again to the brewery for sending me a few beers recently. This is the last of the 4 beers. So yeah, let's crack it open. I've had this on cask, so this is generally more of a cask type English pale ale then. Be interesting to see if it doesn't go everywhere. There's a bit of a dent there, so we'll put it away from the not too bad. Right, let's see how this goes then. Quite carbonated. It's a 1.5 finger white frothy head. Yeah, it's quite a dark looking pale ale, really. But yeah, there's bubbles everywhere on that side. What's all that about? There we go. That's better. Down to a 1 finger white head. So yeah, beer. It's like a dark kind of orange amber sort of colour, very dark actually. So as I say, I've had this on cask once. I don't know if it was this year, beginning of the year obviously, or back end of last year, one or two. So let's give it a swirl and a sniff. Quite a nice fruity sort of punch really. Kind of like a real deep rindy kind of orangey marmalade type note, floral, kind of citrusy. Trying to think what the aroma is. It's an interesting one actually. It's actually quite a nice. It's a floral, earthy, but then it's got a really nice pungent kind of strong orange, and then maybe like a touch of that sweet caramel as well. It's not how I remember it on cask, that's for sure. Let's get the old page up, see what it says on the. I'm more interested in the hops because they're all British hops, and there's one or two there. I mean, Ernest I've heard of a few. I've had it a few times, I believe. Olicana or whatever it is. I've had perhaps once or twice. So I do like looking at the history of some of these hops. Anyway, I'm waffling on. I haven't even tried it yet. So, cheers. Cheers to everyone at the brewery as well, thank you. Yeah, I mean it's definitely got that floral edge. A bit of apricot. It's actually got quite a nice zesty kind of underline on the palate, kind of backbone to the beer. Definitely a more of to the English style for sure. There's no doubt about that. but it has got some interesting fruit flavours in there. Notably apricots, a little bit of citrus, but then it's got that kind of bit of bitterness stroke bittersweet kind of underbelly to the beer. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, my palate is generally American hops, hazies and stuff like that, but I do like coming back to traditional English style. I don't know, not everyone's kind of cup of tea, more so these days than perhaps say 10 years ago. But I do enjoy that. I like the whole spectrum of flavours and tastes in beer. It's really cool. And this I've had on cask. I can't even remember, you know, where I had it and what I thought of it. But yeah, it's a pleasant beer. If you like more of that kind of maltier, floral, slightly earthy caramel with like underlying sweetness going on, then you're probably going to like this one. This is definitely more, it comes across as a cask type ale in a can. Yeah, it's pleasant enough. There's nothing wrong with it, as some might say. So nice amount of carbonation. It's like a medium body beer. It's leaving a little film ahead there, but yeah, overall pleasant enough. Maybe a bit of pithy grapefruit in there. Pleasant. In terms of rating then, I'm going to give this beer, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the beer, it's just my personal, where my taste buds are at. I mean, if it was cask, if it was on cask, it'd be a nice, decent cask. But for me in the can, but it's all, as I said, nothing wrong with the beer, it's just where my taste buds are at. And I'm going to give this beer a 6.5 out of 10, so it's a 3.25 on the Untapped scale. So we'll have a look at Untapped while we're here. There we go. It's had 217 total check-ins, only 8 in the last 30 days. 191 ratings then, this one's coming in at 3.31, which I'm in that kind of ballpark. So a 3.25 for me. Incidentally, it was canned on the 27th of May. Best before the 27th of May 2021. So yeah, English hops, they do generally last a little bit longer for sure than the American pungent, fruitier type hops for sure. So yeah, not bad at all. So I do love the artwork. I'll just show that again. And I should know who done the artwork. It doesn't say it on the can, but I should know. But apologies for not giving these guys a shout out. So Seaside and all that kind of thing in normal years, you know. So yeah, let me know if I've had it before then. This is Merry Margate English Pale Ale then from Northdown Brewery in Margate. So another local beer. Thanks for watching then. Let me know your thoughts down below if you've had it locally or not, or how far does these beers get out? Is it further than Thanet, or is it just strictly locally? So not too sure. Anyway, all keep safe and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.